Now, joining me to discuss life insurance in Nigeria, assessing growth and impact, is Dr. Olushola Oluoyeye. Dr. Oluoyeye, by the way, has almost 2 decades of financial services, energy, and consulting industry experience gained from diverse industries in sub-Saharan Africa. He is the Executive Chairman, LIB Insurers Brokers Limited, Lagos. Dr. Oluoyeye, thanks very much for joining us on the show.
It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm happy that we're kicking off the year with life assurance business.
Beautiful. That's wonderful. Now, could you share your opinion of the state of life insurance in Nigeria as it stands with us? How far have we progressed since then?
Okay, beautiful. Life assurance is very key to economic growth. And starting with, we are not in the forefront of life assurance business in Nigeria in terms of penetration. More of non-life has driven the insurance sector. So talking about life business is a very high growth area and is very critical for insurance companies to put a whole lot of attention around growing the life part of the business, because the future of the insurance sector, a whole lot of it is dependent on the life assurance side of things. Like one of the former commissioner of insurance stated that it is a long-term savings in terms of regulators' perspective for Nigerian economy as a whole.
Now, life insurance is one of the insurances, to be undertaken. What is so special or so different between life insurance and the other forms of insurances?
Okay, thank you very much. Considering a life insurance and compare with the other, which is known as non-life insurance. So the right word we even use for life insurance is life assurance. Assurance. You give an assurance on the life. So what is special about it is it's can be equivalent to savings. You are savings towards your life. You are providing a protection towards your life. If you do a non-life, like a car insurance, after 1 year and there's no accident, it's a term policy, it expires. But your life assurance is a savings. So you are savings or targeting towards achieving something in the nearest future. So you can save towards 5 years, 15 years, 20 years. So that is the major difference.
How come life insurance is like the most expensive when compared? Okay, now life assurance, that's what we're dealing with, is the most expensive, when it comes to businesses of this nature.
Okay, now it's good the way you have classified it. Your definition of being expensive, we need to really narrow it down, because there are different type of life assurance businesses.
Good.
There's group life assurance, and you can do an individual life assurance for yourself. But the group life is mandatory, compulsory for most companies to comply with, which is very, very important to sustain your business, to make sure that if there's any breakdown, or there's an accident, or there is a death of a staff, there is a protection. So now, when you say expensive, maybe you are looking at it from the company's point of view, incurring cost on group life assurance. You also know that for the pension compliance, group life is one of the mandatory insurance you must have in place for you to also be able to fully comply with the Pension Act. So now, but for individual who takes up a life assurance as a savings plan, I will tell you, you can't really put a cost to it because you're actually saving to earn a return. There is a return on the back of your life assurance policy with other benefits that comes with it. Apart from you surrendering the policy at the end of the tenure and you get your full money back, sometimes if there is a debt before the expiration of the policy, there will be payments to the family in terms of beneficiary. Some of the policy also comes with funeral expenses, and in terms of other associated expenses that relates to losing anybody in the course of the life of the insurance.
Okay, now about 58 life insurance companies operate in Nigeria. That is according to the National Insurance Commission. According to this number, how can we increase penetration in the nation, particularly for life assurance?
Okay, thank you very much. You have delved into the main area for insurance in Nigeria is the penetration. That's where we have issue, and it's also the life assurance is not growing as fast as the way the non-life is growing, purposely because some of this natural, or how will I call it, the belief that God is our assurance. So when you tell an average Nigerian you need to take an insurance policy on your life, it says, first thing, God is my insurance. So God is protecting my life. So I don't have to pay to insure myself. However, but if you look at life assurance from the savings point of view, and to take care of any form of emergency or in case anything goes wrong, then you will see that we will start getting the kind of traction that we require from the life assurance side of things. And particularly, if you look at every other part of the world, life business is usually bigger than the non-life business. And that's why most of the insurance businesses that have come into Nigeria via the investors, you've seen the big ones are actually the life businesses coming to take a large chunk of the Nigerian market. So to be able to change this perspective, there's need for a lot of orientation, education, awareness, and more involvement of the regulators. I'm sure you are familiar with the new pronouncement on the motor policy, talking about comprehensive policy, saying that henceforth will be minimum of 5%, and then the typical third-party liability policy that we have been using for years now has a minimum threshold in terms of amount. This is a huge is going to have a huge impact in developing and making the market more robust and very, very much interesting. So we need something similar in terms of pronouncement from regulator on the life assurance side. Thank you.
Yeah, you were talking about, still talking about penetration. It's like the enough publicity, adequate publicity hasn't been made concerning this very assurance, because it's a very important thing every well-meaning human being, generally speaking, but particularly now talking about Nigerians, should undertake. But you go there, you begin to talk about it, they get scared because they are not well informed or educated about what this is all about. So what is holding back this publicity, this all-important promotion?
Okay, thank you very much. I think some few underwriting firms have been able to make a whole lot of impact in terms of the education. Some companies have sent out agents. I know of some underwriting firm that has over 20,000 agents selling life assurance businesses across the nation. The penetration is going to increase more with the introduction of technology. And in terms of increasing the education and awareness, with regulators' involvement, and the use of technology, there will be a better penetration, and also getting the professionals within the industry, as much as they are very versatile with non-life, getting them to also embrace non-life business. Because one of the things that has also happened over time is that most companies before now concentrated only on non-life, and very few insurance companies were dealing with life. But with the recapitalization, injection of fresh funds, and foreign investors more coming in, foreign practitioners coming in, we're seeing quite a whole lot of interest on the life assurance side of things, and this is going to continue, and we're going to continue to experience this kind of growth.
All right, now, what do you think are the biggest issues facing life assurance sector, and how can we best reframe the conversation? In other words, how can we best change this narrative?
Okay, to change this narrative, thank you very much for that question. One of my major thing I've been trying to advocate within the industry is we need all stakeholders to have a roundtable discussion so that we can really take care of the key drivers of insurance in Nigeria. Beyond just, we want to grow life business. There's a way the life business also have something to do with the non-life at the same time. So when policies are coming in, when stakeholders are responding to it, we need to give it the same level of importance and attention. So to be able to further increase on this, one is to include. We need a stakeholders consultation, roundtable discussion for all the key stakeholders to be able to bring together the body of knowledge, and then we get to start implementing some of those things. Now, number two, another way to also increase on this is to look at the importance and why life assurance impact on the entire financial system in terms of even for economic development from government point of view. We can pull as much funds we are pulling in the pension sector in Nigeria today, also from the life assurance side of the business.